Welcome to Consumer Science News and Notes, an informative program from experts on your health, home, family, food, and finances. Did you know dentists say you should cover your toothbrush to protect yourself from germs? That there's more to a great cup of coffee than meets the mouth? Or that America's veterans have been doing some surprising things? Consumer Science News and Notes will explain these interesting facts and offer useful and intriguing information. During the program, we'll let you know about websites so you can visit for useful data and ideas. We'll also tell you where to send for free brochures and information packets. America's veterans are doing amazing things. For example, the blinded veterans in the Blinded Veterans Association fight for medical and therapeutic services for themselves and their fellow vets. The group helps blinded veterans get rehabilitation training, Braille lessons, screen reading, computer software, and other essential technologies. It also advocates for education and employment opportunity legislation, budgets, and policies that affect blinded veterans. There's no charge for any service, and membership is not required. Learn more at bva.org. How good your next brewed pot of coffee will be could depend on 7 things. The first is ratio, 2 tablespoons of coffee per 6 ounces of water. The second is quality water. It makes up about 98% of a cup of coffee. Then there's temperature. It should be about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, but may vary 5 degrees more or less depending on the grind and coffee type. Keep your coffee equipment clean. When switching from regular coffee to flavored coffee, clean the brew basket. Store your coffee so it's not exposed to air, preferably in a cool, dry area. To make a more intense, rich cup of coffee, use a French press. Also, feel free to experiment blending together ground coffee flavors for your own special personal blend. Finally, make sure you start with top-quality coffee, such as that from the Community Coffee Company, a member of both the National Coffee Association and the Specialty Coffee Association of America. Learn more about coffee at communitycoffee.com. In many homes, some rooms are too hot while others are too cold, but zoned systems can help. They allow for temperature control in only the rooms you choose, giving homeowners flexibility and control. These Mitsubishi electric cooling and heating zoned systems are up to 40% more efficient than conventional options, many earning the Energy Star seal for exceptional efficiency. Plus, they remove allergens and odors with whisper-quiet operation, and each offers convenient wired or wireless temperature controllers. Learn more at MitsubishiComfort.com.
My name's Jamie Lynn Hannam-Yar, and I'm a dentist in Beverly Hills. And I think SteriPod is a great invention to help everyone keep their toothbrush fresh and clean between uses and avoid cross-contamination. So when you're done brushing your teeth, you want to take a SteriPod and you're going to put it over your toothbrush just like this. And that way it stays clean and safe in your bathroom between uses.
Learn more at getsteripod.com. The law requires that male U.S. citizens and immigrants register with the Selective Service system within 30 days of their 18th birthday. Complying is mandatory, but there are many benefits. These include maintaining eligibility for government and student aid loans, qualifying for government jobs, and getting citizenship. Young men can register at U.S. post offices, by mail via the Reminder Mailback Card, on the Federal Student Aid Form, at most high schools, or online at www.sss.gov, where more information is available.
Our world is facing many challenges. We often wonder, how can we make a difference and create a brighter future? We believe investing in childhood is the answer. At Save the Children, we do whatever it takes to ensure that every day, children in need grow up healthy and educated, are protected in times of crisis, and reach their full potential, transforming the future we all share. Join us at SaveTheChildren.org. Invest in childhood today for a brighter tomorrow.
Kale Kale is having a moment right now, and with good reason. It's highly nutritious, delicious, and pairs well with comfort foods. So maybe you don't know what to do with kale, and we're just going to show you a simple way to prepare kale in a way that your whole family will love. So what you'll do is you're going to want to cut off the ends like this, put them in your garbage bowl, and then put them together in a bunch, and then cut about 1-inch strips of the kale. Next, you're going to place them on a cookie sheet, spread them out into an even layer, spray lightly with cooking spray, use some fresh cracked black pepper, and a little bit of freshly grated salt, and then just toss together. Then we're going to put this in an oven at 425. After about 15 minutes, the kale will be dark brown around the edges and firm like potato chips.
People living with diabetes and those trying to prevent type 2 diabetes can have a difficult time at family gatherings and celebrations. There's a lot of tempting food around, and it's easy to overeat. When you're getting ready to go to a family gathering or celebration, and you know there's going to be a lot of food around, planning ahead really helps. Just by knowing ahead a little bit about the menu allows you to plan in advance the foods that are going to be easier to fit into your meal plan. If you're not sure what's being served ahead of going to a special event, check it out when you get there. Take small bites of the things that you think you might like so you can save your portions for the things that taste the best. Family gatherings and celebrations are special times to enjoy. Don't deprive yourself. You don't need to totally abandon your meal plan, but you can take some liberties, and most importantly, eat slowly and savor every bite. Don't go overboard, but choose the most important foods that you really want to enjoy. Here are some tips for eating healthy at family gatherings and special events. Have a light snack or something to eat before you arrive so you're not so hungry and tempted to overeat. If it's appropriate, such as a potluck, bring a dish that you know you really enjoy and that fits into your meal plan. At the event, fix one plate. Step away and enjoy that plate while you're visiting with family members and friends. Quench your thirst with water instead of soda and juice. And limit the alcohol. It's double trouble. It enhances your appetite and it has a lot of calories on its own. At celebrations, dessert is frequently the highlight of the event. Plan for it by eating more vegetables earlier in the meal and saving calories and carbohydrates for that cake or pie by putting a sliver on your plate filled with fruit. Special events are not all created equal. Some are more important than others, and at some the food will be better than at others. Know in advance what's really worth enjoying. Don't completely abandon your meal plan, but eat like a gourmet and savor it. To learn more about eating healthy at family gatherings and special occasions, visit yourdiabetesinfo.org. I'm Robin Edelman, and with a little bit of planning, you can enjoy eating healthy at family gatherings.
Staying on course without support is tough. With help from family and community, you get valuable support for recovery from a mental or substance use disorder. Join the Voices for Recovery. Visible, vocal, valuable.
For confidential information on mental and substance use disorders, including prevention and treatment referral for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
El nombre de mi hija es Erika Paola. Bueno, su problema de mi hijita me di cuenta a los 10 meses. No veía bien, no quería escribir, o tenía problemas para leer, no veía bien de cerca.
Mi nombre es Adeli. Mi visión es completamente borrosa. De lejos no visualizo nada. Trabajaba en electricidad. Desde el momento que me detectaron este problema, ya la visión no me permitía, ya no podía trabajar. Ahí empezó como que también a deprimirme, pues no, ya no me sentía útil.
Poor vision excludes you from many aspects of society. Orbis is a humanitarian organization. Our sole aim when we started was to try and help the world tackle avoidable blindness.
You can go to a place and do maybe 5, 10, 20 procedures, but if you teach other doctors to do the procedure, they will be able to do many more procedures. It's a very nice feeling trying to help children and trying to improve their life quality.
Al principio muy nerviosa porque nunca hemos visto un avión, pero a la vez muy alegre, contenta, feliz. Porque aquí sean especialistas en las vistas y es gratis porque una operación cuesta muy caro y no contaba con esos recursos.
Mi esperanza es poder cumplir con mis proyectos que se quedaron, ¿no? Antes de que ese problema de visión, que se quedaron ahí estancados, ¿no?
Restoring sight improves people's quality of life, but it goes much further than that because it actually improves the quality of the communities they live in and actually give people hope for the future.
Cuando Erika abrió sus ojos por la primera vez, le vi que sus ojos estaban bonitos. Pues que ya no va a tener ese problema en su jardín o que le molesten sus compañeros. Va a ver bien, va a estudiar. Nada más. Gracias.
Muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes por la labor encomiable que hacen y a todo el personal, ¿no? Especialmente a los doctores que son el brazo de Dios. Sea posible que algunas personas que por algunos motivos perdieron la vista o que muchas veces los pequeños que tienen problemas de visión incluso desde que nacen puedan tener la oportunidad de poder ver al mundo, ¿no?
Sí, los milagros existen.
Ooh, it's the dinner bell. Time for Operation Snack Shack. Yum, 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 yum. Time to move in.
Out of my box. It's time to curb the urge, buddy. This snack shack is closed.
Introducing Out of My Box, the tasty soft chew that reduces the odor in cat stool and helps dogs lose the craving for cat feces. Out of My Box, stop the litter invasion. Available at Petco and other fine retailers where NatureVet products are sold.
Whether you travel for business or pleasure, staying fit and healthy on the road and in the air can be easier if you consider these tips. If you'll be leaving the country, make sure you have any vaccinations or medications you may need. Before you go and during your trip, try to keep up with your exercising and vitamin supplements. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep the night before you fly. Pack healthful snacks for the trip, such as nuts, veggies, and fruits. While traveling, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water, not so much alcohol or caffeine. On a plane, don't stick your hands or personal items into the seat back pocket. Just think about how many people have read that magazine and the germs they may be carrying. Wash your hands frequently when you can and carry a travel-size antibacterial sanitizer for when you can't. Use sunscreen, even on cloudy days, and insect repellent when you're outdoors. Keep these ideas in mind, and the next time you travel, you'll be better able to peek at the sights in the peak of health. If any of the children you know are among the estimated 15 million who take care of themselves between the time they get home from school and the time their parents get home from work, a look at after-school programs might be of interest. According to Colorado State University, more than 4 out of 10 children in kindergarten through 8th grade participate in such activities at least once a week. These programs can keep children safe, help them develop social skills, and improve their academic performance. High school students in after-school programs tend to be optimistic about the future and have more interest in school than their peers. They're also more likely to attend college, vote, and volunteer as adults, reports the Journal of Adolescent Research. After-school programs help with career exploration, skill development, service learning, and internships. It's estimated every dollar spent on after-school programs saves taxpayers $3 because of reductions in youth crime, teen parenthood, and school dropout rates. That may be why so many parents, teachers, and others are urging their communities to support after-school programs. When it comes to getting and staying fit, taking a few steps recommended by the experts on health at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention may make it easier than you think. Physical activity need not be strenuous to help your health. Just about everyone can benefit from a moderate amount of physical activity every day. This can be done through longer sessions of moderately intense activities, such as 30 minutes of brisk walking or in shorter sessions of more strenuous activities, such as 15 minutes of jogging. Proper physical activity offers many health benefits. It reduces the risk of dying from coronary heart disease and of developing high blood pressure, colon cancer, and diabetes. Helps maintain healthy bones, muscles, and joints. Helps control weight, build lean muscle, and reduce body fat. Helps control joint swelling and pain associated with arthritis, reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression, and fosters improvements in mood and feelings of well-being. To discover just what activities are best for you, ask your doctor. Learn more at cdc.gov. Social media and mobile technologies are affecting more than how people get in touch with friends these days. They're also changing the way consumers and companies do business. While at one time disgruntled customers would write a letter to the company, today they take to posting their displeasure on social media sites. There are 4 other trends it may pay firms to know. One is information overload. Data is abundant, and companies need to make sense of it all and translate to action. Another is the power of the network. Network technology lets people access information and insights from internal and external sources in real time. Then there are flexible work styles. Companies and employees are adopting more flexible and mobile work styles, making physical workspace less important and collaboration tools more important. Finally, there are distributed teams. That is, people work across organizational and geographical boundaries to get things done. The company that can keep up with these trends may well see a bottom line it can be happy to boast about on social media. Here are some tips that can make tackling your ironing a lot easier. They're from the website Momtastic Life. For starters, putting a layer of aluminum foil under the ironing board cover can help to cut your ironing time in half. The foil reflects the heat of the iron, effectively smoothing the underside of your clothes as you run over the top side. Next, even if there is water everywhere, you're better off using boiled water that is cooled or distilled water in your iron. Otherwise, deposits can clog the iron and eventually end up on your clothes. Clean your iron regularly to prevent deposits from ruining your clothes. You can clean a warm iron plate with a cloth dipped in water baking soda solution and use Q-tips to remove deposits from the holes in the iron. Always iron using straight back and forth strokes. Never use circular motions. This can stretch out your fabrics and will shorten the life of your clothes. Hang up your iron clothes immediately after ironing to make sure all that hard work you just did sets in immediately and you don't risk wrinkling the fabrics again. For many, the onset of colder weather means it's time to take off for a more tropical climb. If you find you're dreaming of trading snowdrifts for sandy beaches, here are some tips from the experts at smarttravel.com. Those traveling on a budget need to remember that timing is key. For instance, the Caribbean's busy season runs from mid-December to mid-April, so you can expect more crowds and higher prices during that time. Prices are at their lowest between June and November. However, since this is also hurricane season, you may want to invest in travel insurance to protect your investment. Also, remember that warmer weather aside, not all tropical destinations are alike. Some lend themselves to active pursuits such as hiking, climbing, and nature walks, while others feature their nightlife, so choose accordingly. If it's been a while since you've been out of the country, you'll likely find that there have been some significant changes when it comes to international security. Make sure well in advance that you have all the documentation you need to enter your destination and re-enter the U.S. on your return. If you're trying to sell your house, here are some simple and inexpensive steps you can take to make it more appealing to prospective buyers. For starters, installing inexpensive lighting and fixtures can be an easy way to give a room a more modern look. Also, increasing the wattage of light bulbs in dark rooms that lack natural lighting can help them seem larger. Sometimes taking the time to upgrade the little things can make a big difference. For instance, on outside doors, replace or paint any rusting hinges and handles. Indoors, remove tired-looking switch plate covers and replace them with new ones made of brushed metal. Get rid of the handles on kitchen drawers and upgrade them with some brushed nickel pulls for a modern look. One way to have things look up on the sales front is to look down and find ways to spruce up your floor. If you have carpet, give it a good vacuuming and then rent a steam machine. If you have hardwood floors, buffing and polishing them can make a big difference. Until the next time, we hope these ideas for your health, your safety, and your finances make your day a little better and a lot more fun. Here are some interesting and entertaining dental oddities. Most tooth loss in people under 35 years of age is caused by athletic trauma, fights, or accidents. Most tooth loss in people over age 35 is from periodontal disease. Those who don't floss miss cleaning 35% of the surface of their teeth. A tooth that has been knocked out starts to die within 15 minutes, but if you put it in milk or hold it in your mouth, it will survive longer. Either way, it's best to get to a dentist as quickly as possible. The electric toothbrush was introduced in 1939. Egyptians used a form of toothpaste over 5,000 years ago. Colgate introduced aromatic toothpaste in a jar in 1873. Dental cream was packaged in collapsible tubes in 1896. Approximately $2 billion a year is spent on dental products in the United States. That's a lot of floss. Jaw muscles can contract with a force as great as 55 pounds of pressure on anterior incisors and 200 pounds of pressure on back molars. Tooth decay is said to be the second most common disease in the U.S. after the common cold. U.S. and Japanese studies indicate that black and green tea have antibacterial powers that may help prevent cavities and gum disease. Love Your Teeth Day is a national holiday in China. Its purpose is to promote oral health awareness. It's said that certain cheeses, including aged cheddar, Swiss, and Monterey Jack, may help to protect teeth from decay. The first braces were constructed by Pierre Fauchard in 1728 in France. These braces consisted of a flat strip of metal connected to the teeth by pieces of thread. The mammal that has the most teeth is the long-snouted spinner dolphin, with over 250 teeth. American patriot Paul Revere, known for his famous midnight ride and his work as a silversmith, put ads in a Boston newspaper offering his services as a dentist. Gambler and gunfighter Doc Holliday got the nickname Doc because he trained to be a dentist. The enamel on a human's tooth is the hardest thing in the body. Commercial dental floss was first manufactured in 1882. It was made of silk. A pair of tusks from an African elephant can weigh 465 pounds. Each of its molars can weigh 12 pounds. Giraffes have 32 permanent teeth, the same as humans. Their teeth can measure 17 inches long. One way to tell the difference between alligators and crocodiles is by their teeth. On crocodiles, the fourth tooth on each side of the lower jaw projects outside the snout when the mouth is closed. Alligator teeth are made for grabbing and holding prey. Alligators don't chew their food but swallow it whole. If an alligator loses a tooth, it grows it back. We hope you've enjoyed these interesting and entertaining dental oddities.